Virgo. My name is Ariel, and this is Spirit Animal Sunday, where we do our weekly tarot messages for all 12 of our fabulous zodiac signs that are influenced by our wonderful spirit animal world. So I hope that you guys are doing great this weekend. Hope it has been restful or productive, whichever one you have been focused on. And we are going to jump right on in here in just a moment. If you haven't been here at the channel before, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is always wonderful to have folks joining in during the live or viewing afterwards. I will put timestamps up for each of those zodiac signs down in the description box. After I finish up doing the 12 general readings, I will open up the chat to personal questions. Those are going to be a $10 minimum donation if you have a burning personal question to ask. So let me just take a moment to say hello to some of the folks already in the live stream chat. And I see Susan. Good to see Susan. I see Krista. I see Ian. Did I miss anybody? There's 4 people here, but only 3 have said hi. So hey there, Murray. Good to see you. Hope you are well. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get on into it. I'm going to start with our usual sage and sweetgrass ritual. We're just going to burn a little bit of that to cleanse and clear our space. But I hope everyone has been doing great. It's first spirit animal session back in a couple weeks, so really good to be here. I'm glad Krista's here to keep us on track too. Always need our good mods in the house. Hey Gwen, we got our A-team here. Good to see ya. Oh my goodness, let's just go ahead and wave that around. Send some of that over to you across the waves. Aw, no worries, Krista, no worries. We only had one lonely troll last week. On Friday. We had one lonely troll. That was all we had, so we did okay. I think I actually took care of them. Gwen let me have that one. Oh, awesome, Gwen. Thank you. Awesome. We're just going to go ahead and hit our tuning forks, our sun and our earth. Hey, Yui. So I hope you all have been having some good times. I was a little late getting started tonight. I actually finally set up my new computer tonight, and it's doing good. I waited for so long to get that done, but I hooked it on up today, and it's gonna take a little bit of time to get it completely, used to the new system, but it's the same kind of thing, so same computer brand. It was the Dell PC, so not too difficult, but very happy that I got it set up. I feel like an airline person, like and then of course give a little bit of that love into myself. So fabulous. All right, guys, so let's go ahead. Thank you, Yui. Good to see my lovely Libra in the house. All right, and for a little spritz of holy water there. Just bringing in her. I am Sharon. This way. That's right. All right, let's get these cards knocked out and charged up. I actually saw a brand new woodpecker outside of my house last week. It made me very excited. I already knew we had lots of downy woodpeckers and lots of red-bellied woodpeckers outside my house. But this week I saw what's called the hairy woodpecker, as in hair on your head, like H-I-R-Y, the hairy woodpecker. And that one, it looks almost identical to the downy woodpecker, but it's a lot bigger. And I had never positively ID'd that bird before. And if you're like me, very avid birder, that's a very exciting thing to see a new species, to check off my bird watchers checklist. That was very exciting that I've got a third kind of woodpecker in my backyard. If anyone is interested in attracting woodpeckers, just put up a suet feeder, suet cake feeder, you know, just little cake-sized one, and put that out. It, you know, woodpeckers can't, they cannot say no to suet. And you'll also get a lot of other kinds of birds at a suet feeder too, like nuthatches and gosh, what else? Eastern bluebirds, if you're on the East Coast, love a suet cake feeder. But all kinds of little nuthatches, chickadees, woodpeckers. There's a lot of birds that really are attracted to that because it's fat. You know, it's beef fat. Hey, Carmela. Hey, David. Good to see you. Yeah, full moon is coming, guys. It's full moon is coming. Actually, tomorrow night, I believe. It's around 7-ish, 10-ish, my time. So I probably will be doing a live stream. Because I had taken a break, I didn't have time to do the individual full moon reads. So I'll probably just be doing like kind of a longish live stream tomorrow night. I'll let you know, Sharon. I'll let you know. It's been a really busy day. Tuesday or Wednesday might be better. Actually, Wednesday, nix that because I'll probably be live streaming for that as well. This is a very busy week astrologically. Tomorrow's the full moon in Pisces. Wednesday is the autumnal equinox. That's the beginning of fall. So I will be definitely always do a seasonal live stream for those. So Tuesday and Thursday are probably going to be my best days this week. Those are the only days and Saturday I will be on your channel. We need to put out a little bit of some whatchamacallit, some announcements to let everyone know I'll be on your channel this Saturday. At least I'm still planning for that. So, oh, wow, Krista. Yeah, that can be big. That can be big energy whenever there's elections and stuff like that going on. Sure, I can do some questions tomorrow, Gwen, and especially if I know that you would prefer tomorrow, we can just do that. No problem. Trying to keep my hair controlled here. Ooh, Sharon, yeah, I like the northern flickers. They're really interesting bird. They're huge. We get those too. Big old things. Big old things, yes. No, no whammies. You are so funny. Oh my gosh. I need to plan my Puerto Rico trip too, especially as the winter comes on. It's like, that sounds so good to like just go down to somewhere a little warmer. That sounds like such a good getaway. Yeah. No problem at all, Gwen. We'll do that tomorrow for you. Yeah. Thanks for that note, Carmela. Yes, please give it a thumbs up. Oh, Sharon, the pileated woodpeckers. I have only seen those a few times. Those are usually in a little bit deeper woods. They're huge. They're a big one. Yep. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll let you know for sure, Yu. I will, because, you know, when we're getting into, like, November, December, like, oh, or even January, that's, like, maybe I should come to Puerto Rico for my birthday. Yeah, Sharon, you would have to live in the woods to see the pileated because they are a little bit more in the forest, right? We have them here, but you got to go like North Georgia or deeper into the woods. Yeah. Now that would be fun. Let me look at my solar return in Puerto Rico. I didn't get to go anywhere fun for my birthday last year because of all the COVID and the travel restrictions. Aw, thank you, Yui. But I do. I love to travel for my birthday because, you know, and this is just for everyone's interest, that, you know, every year on your birthday, you get what's called a solar return. You've probably heard of the Saturn return being a big deal in astrology, but we have planet returns happen all the time. We get a Venus return, a Mars return, and all that means is that that specific planet in your chart has made one full rotation through the natal chart and it's come back to the same sign and degree as a planet in your chart when you were born. So for me, I was born at 29 degrees of Capricorn, sun sign. And so when the sun goes one full return, it takes the sun one full year. That's why we have that saying, many happy returns for our birthday, because we have the sun returns on our birthday. So when that happens, you know, it's a whole new transit system. It's a whole new forecast for your year. And I always run a solar return chart. It's almost as if you were born again that year. And so if you run a solar return, you not only put it in for the new year that it's happening, but you also put it in for the location. And that's why sometimes I like to travel for my solar return, because sometimes that shift, especially from east to west, it doesn't change much if you just go north to south straight down, but if you go east to west, it changes it quite a bit. Oh yeah, I can do that, Sharon. Let me do that. Kabam. Magical dragon. You are now a moderator, darling. So yeah, there is a change every year on your birthday, and it's called the solar return, babies. It's called the solar return, and it makes a difference. The location that you're in, it can be very, very good. Yeah. All right. So yeah. David. Yeah, well that was a different kind of like funky experience. You wouldn't be in that situation on my channel, I don't think, but it's totally up to you. I'm not gonna make anybody a moderator unless they want to be. And I want them to be. It has to be a mutual agreement. Because there are people that come in here sometimes, I want to be a moderator. I'm like, no, not happening. Has to be mutually agreed upon. All right, let's get into it, guys. Let's start out for our evening. It's up to you, David. If you would like me to give you the magic moderator wrench, I will do it for you. If not, you let me know. I'm good either way. I trust your judgment with the trolleys. The trollios. Sharon was already a mod through the Nasty Women Tarot channel. That's hers. Oh, look. There's one of Yuyi's friends. Welcome, Karen Maldonado. Good to meet you. It sounds good, yeah. I would love to come down there, Yuyi. At least for a weekend or something. That'd be so much fun. Yeah. Cool. All right, David. Use your power wisely. You got a wrench now, baby. Oh, you look at you. Aw. Awesome. Thank you for Sharon's dancing now. Yeah, I know. It's all right, David. You keep your wrench in your side pocket there. Awesome. Welcome, Karen. Thank you for joining the chat. And thank you so much, Yuyi, for the invite. Always, those are, you know, I always say those are the best people, right? It's the referrals, whether it's for a reading or people that come to my channel. You share the same birthday. Now that's cool. That is very interesting. You got a birthday twin. I've met people born on my birthday before, but I don't think I've ever become like deep friends with one. But that is so cool. Welcome, Nunit Neferu. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Krista, you got company now. Same year and same day. Wow. Were you both born in a similar location? I mean, that's like almost like birthday twins. I mean, that's like astrology twins. Yeah, that sounds good, David. You know, I used to do that all the time. I would make like a big old chili and then get like the corn chips and just go to town. It's delicious. Yeah. That's very rare. Cuz I've met people with my same birthday, but I've never like got to be, you know, real like good friends with them. Oh, Nunit. Yeah, I'm not sure you say Nunit or Nunit, but yeah, after I do the 12 general readings, I will open up the chat for personal questions. Ooh, that sounds good, David. Especially like brown sugar really makes it richer. It makes a nice complement to the saltiness. That is so cool though, Yuyi. That is very cool. It's awesome to have a friend like that. It really is. It's so cool to have a friend like that. Though I have definitely met my share of like astrological matches. Like I have friends, and I've definitely met people on here on the channel who have some real similar astrological things to me. Like Ms. Mindful, we got a lot of similarities. Stuff like that. Yeah. So I know that, you know, many times like attracts like. Yeah, similar energies. Well, let's go ahead and get into our general reads. For those of you who are just joining, I do my 12 general readings for all the signs from Aries through Pisces first. It takes about an hour and a half or so to do all of those. And then after that, I will be opening up the chat for personal questions with a $10 minimum donation. So yeah, that, oh, David, is that your grandfather's the 19th? Because I'm January 19th. Yeah, a lot of people born on my day. The 17th is a great day on January too. It's a lot of famous people are born on that day as well. So that's the way we kind of run it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out with Aries. So Aries, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope everything has been well this weekend for you. And we're going to start out with your weekly messages coming through our spirit animal cards and tarot. So let's go ahead and start with you. Let's see what we've got. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends. Please let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries. What do we have for them coming through in this week ahead? What kind of messages do they need for their highest good? And we're going to start out with one main spirit animal that's guiding and working with you the most for this week ahead. The ant spirit. Ooh, and I like this because not only is the ant spirit just a powerful little being, but look at that. It's the number one. It's the number one in this card deck. So, you know, Aries, you're number one and you've pulled the number one card. I feel like this is sort of like begin at the beginning. It reminds me of the Buddhist thought of beginner's mind. If things have gotten a little bit too complex and too detailed, it might be time to take a back step and look at the big picture. It also has this message of time to collaborate. So this may be a week where you don't really want to go it alone. If you've got something that you need to complete, something you need to work on, and you're having trouble putting all the pieces together, you might want to reach out to someone, or someone might be reaching out to you to do some collaborative work and effort. The ant is also a very powerful little being. It can lift weight many times its own size, and so you might be bringing through a little bit of that super strength this week, where you feel like you can take on a whole lot more than people expected, or you expected of yourself. So let's get into your tarot, your animal tarot for the week. Let's get 3 cards, please, for Aries. Yes, there's a lot of movement here, guys. There's a lot of movement. We're starting out with the Rabbit Spirit, 7 of Pentacles, reaping what is sown, constancy and perspective. This is definitely that one day at a time takes you very far, Aries. I know many times, Aries, y'all want things to happen very quickly. You want them almost overnight results, but the 7 of Pentacles says take your time. Sow your garden well. And if you need to do a little bit of weeding or cultivating of that garden, definitely do that too, because 7 of Pentacles may say you need to do a little maintenance, you need to do a little gardening, right? You need to pluck those weeds out of there so things can continue to grow well. Right in the center, though, there is movement this week. Don't get too down about that slowness right there, because there is some movement this week with the Roadrunner Spirit coming in, Knight of Swords, courage and action. Good intentions in motion. I always say that there can be a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of anxiety, sometimes accompanying a Knight of Swords, because it's that air energy. It's mentally active. It's got a lot to say. So I would say speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, even if you're a little bit afraid to, you know, speak what you've got on your mind. It's a definite good time to do that this week. And that, of course, may go a long way into weeding that metaphorical garden, whether it's emotional, financial, or career oriented. Going into the immediate future, the last card of the week, we have the Condor, the King of Swords. So we have a Knight and a King of Swords in this spread. Both of these are air ruled. Very strong Aquarius energy on the King of Swords. It's very independent, very strategic. You may be making big plans, really looking into the future. And I think that it's good to stay rooted in the present, do the work that comes to you each day. But that air energy is giving you a little bit of psychic influence and helping you to see into the future. The King of Swords is all about that. Speaking the truth, using your sharp mind, having a lot of authority about the decisions that you make, and making good plans for the future is all part of this week. On the bottom, we have the Walrus Spirit. Bottom of the deck was the 8 of Cups. That can be leaving some old junk behind here, Aries. You might be walking out some doors. You might be moving on up. Anything that has not been spiritually or emotionally satisfying, especially, is getting put under the microscope. And you're saying, can I handle this? Can I stick in here with this? Does it need adjustment, or do I need to scrap it all together? So you might be leaving something old in favor of something better and new. But this does require some maintenance, and it does require working together with others. So let's get an affirmation on this for you. The Whale Spirit. Big picture stuff and big, deep, long memories. Agility, imagination, intuition. You're being guided to focus on emotional stability and listen to your inner guidance. The time has come for you to jump into action and go after what you desire. Be playful and splash in the waters of life, creating new waves of abundance for you and others to enjoy. So I would also say that as you move towards the future this week, Aries, you may naturally be letting go of some things from the past. And it may not even be a big effort. It just happens because you've moved into the future, and as a result, the old things just sort of fade away into the distance. Very nice read. All right. Let's get into Taurus next. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have got for you coming up this week. What are your general messages and your spirit animal reading? Let's see what comes up for you. So, dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our Taurus people out there. Let's see what we need to show them for their best and highest good. And let's start with the one main spirit animal that will be working with them the most for this week ahead. Now, Taurus, you could be watching this at another time and may say, well, this may be not for this week. But if it resonates with you, it's the right time to see it. I always feel that way. Even when I'm like watching stuff on YouTube myself, if I'm drawn to a reading that isn't in the timeline that I'm looking at it, I still say, you know what, if I was drawn to watch that, there's probably a reason for it. So let's see what comes up for you, Taurus. The Antelope Spirit. Ooh, very nice. So Taurus, life is speeding up. And you know what I love about this? Interesting. Just like for Aries, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and they had the #1 card out of this deck. Taurus, you're #2, and you're getting the #2 out of this deck. Now that's fascinating to me. That synchronicity is strong. So life is moving quicker. You may be coming out of stagnation. Might be really moving forward, Taurus. This might be a really great week where finally the wheels start turning. Finally things are starting to move, especially if you've been really kicking the wheels for a while and trying hard to get things going. This could be a powerful week ahead of finally feeling like things are coming out of that hiatus. Let's get into your animal tarot. Let's get 3, please, Spirit, for our Taurus folks out there. Yeah, there's a lot of like, whoo, what's with the swords this week, guys, already? All right, so first card out, Spider Spirit, the High Priestess, balance, intuition, and secret knowledge. Now this can be a slower energy. So to me, this feels like you might be doing a little meditation, a little bit of reflection before things start moving, or the movement that starts occurring this week makes you feel a little reflective, or makes you feel like, whoa, hold on, slow down, let me have a minute to think about this. But there's definitely that clarity coming in. We've got the Hawk Spirit, or Ace of Swords, in this animal tarot deck. So to me, this is victory. It's mental clarity, consciousness opening up, getting the answers that you've sought after a long period of time. It can just really be that feeling like, finally, I can see clearly, right? I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, yeah. Because the High Priestess, it can be very magical and it can be very intuitive, but it's also a little bit confusing at times. But the Ace of Swords comes in and it's very clear. It's very, very open. It's like, yes, now you know. Anything that was confusing you isn't confusing you anymore. We do have our little Tasmanian devil coming out here, our 5 of Wands as our 3rd card. And to me, this can be that movement, right? Sometimes people think of the 5 of Wands as being kind of a difficult card because it can be a message of conflict. It can be those fiery sparks. And you might definitely have a little bit of verbal sparring with someone. There might be a little bit of back and forth, you know, smacking those swords or sticks against each other, having a little bit of a scuffle. Can be that tussle energy, but it's important, right? Because I think a lot of things get revealed in those moments of conflict or competition, right? And it is a very, it reminds me, the 5 of Wands is like the square aspect in astrology. It's not always the most fun, but it gets things moving, it gets you motivated, and it lights that fire of motivation underneath you. So if you've been stagnant for a while and there's something that's just, there's going to be someone or something or some situation, and it may feel a little uncomfortable at the time, but trust it, Taurus. This is going to get you moving off of your rear. It will. It's like, I got to get up. I got to go get something done. On the bottom, we have the Jaguar Spirit, the Queen of Swords. And so, you know, between their Ace of Swords and Queen of Swords, I feel like there's a lot of clearing out going on and a lot of rebalancing. Strong Libra energy on Miss Jaguar here. You know, it's very much about balance, harmonizing, quick wit, facing down those demons. If anybody's giving you a hard time or not treating you right, it might be time to walk away from some of them. Some of those conflicts might make you go, you know what? I've seen the light. I see how this person really treats me. I see what their true intentions are. So I know that I need to back away from this or run on out of there, just like our little antelope coming through. Let's get an affirmation on this for you, Taurus. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. The Falcon and the Hawk both coming up in your reading. Very, very far-reaching vision, guys. A lot of truth and information being revealed. You are being guided to observe, to grow spiritually, to find clarity and rise above any relationship issues. Your intuitive nature, speed, and accuracy allow you to find and seize opportunity effortlessly. So yes, for those of you that are dealing with any kind of contentious stuff in relationships, whether it's family, friends, love, career, whatever it is, this is really telling you to speak clearly, rise above the conflict and the drama. And if you got to get out of there, get out of there. Simple as that, Taurus. Great reading. I like this one. All right. Let's move on ahead to Gemini. Let's see what my Gemmy Gems are doing. How's my little twin stars? I hope you all are awesome. Gemini, this is going to be your weekly spirit animal, oracle, and tarot reading. Let's see what we have got for you. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our beautiful Geminis out there. Any messages that they need for their highest good for this week ahead. Let's see what we've got for them. And let's start out with one main spirit animal that's going to be helping them out the most this week. Yes, one of my favorites, our skunk spirit. Know your worth. Put your foot down, Gemini. Don't let anybody push you around. The skunk is cute. He's small. He's not all that tough, but boy, people respect his boundaries because he can be very stinky. So to me, this is a card of reputation. It's a card of personal boundaries. If people haven't been, you know, treating you the nicest, this is when you give them a little spray. You give them a little spray and then you retreat and they're going, ah, Gemini. But this is, you know, it is. It's really about putting your foot down, knowing your self-worth, and not selling yourself short. That's why I love my little skunk. He's all about putting down the personal boundaries. Like, no, you got too close. No, you went too far. I love that they do have him on the flower, too. It reminds me of Bambi, Flower the skunk. Yep. All right, so let's get into your animal tarot for this week, Gemini. You might be standing up to somebody this week. You might be telling them, you know, your truth. You might be really putting down your boundaries, and that's just fine with me. We have to do that in all of our relationships, absolutely. Yeah, it's a strong boundary week. Woo! Strong boundary week for you, my Geminis. And I really think that it leads you to a lot of happiness, especially in personal relationships, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation or a long-distance relationship. There is something about this that is going to lead you, if you're single, to better relationships. If it's something new and you need to put your foot down early on with someone, which is always important. Let's face it, you know, we need to let people where we stand, what our value system is, what we're looking for in a relationship or a friendship. Very, very strong. We're starting out with our Queen of Pentacles, the bear spirit, Mama Bear, Earth Mother, protection, a noble soul. And she stands up for things. I tell you, this is a protective energy. She's protective of her finances, her personal boundaries, her sense of stability and grounding. So, you know, this could also be for some of you, if somebody's asking for money or a loan this week, Gemini, you might say no. Even if you've traditionally said yes, because you're looking out for yourself, looking out for your home, your family, and serving your needs, right? Taking care of things. In the center, more earthy energy with our little bunny rabbit, And I think this is very interesting because, you know, the Queen of Pentacles in the traditional tarot always has a little bunny rabbit with her. So I think it's very interesting that she pulled the bunny rabbit card because she is my bunny rabbit queen. She's my Capricorn queen. So very interesting. You've got some real earthy stuff coming up here. The rabbit makes me think of abundance, of prosperity. And I feel like you're really protecting that this week, whatever form it takes, is that, you know, no matter how much you may love or want to care about someone else, like you're watching out for you and yours. You're really taking care of that abundance, prosperity, keeping that in balance. You might be doing a little maintenance this week because the Seven of Pentacles is a really strong card of maintenance. It's a gardening card. It really is. It's like pull the weeds out of out of your garden so that things can breathe and grow and flourish. And so if you're in a current relationship this week or you're working through some financial stuff, it's time to do a little bit of maintenance. Maybe on both. Maybe on both. And look at what's powerfully coming out at the end. Look at this, the Elephant Spirit, the Justice card. Very strong Libra energy here, guys. Very strong Libra. Balance being restored, harmony being restored, things that were wrong being made right. So I feel like, you know, I can't help it. To me, Libra is a relationship sign. And I feel like there's some kind of real earthy, grounded balance that has to be restored in your relationships this week. And even if you're single, it doesn't matter. I feel like what you're doing is setting yourself up in a very strong way to bring in healthier, more balanced relationships. If you're in a current relationship, it's like it's time to do a little maintenance. Maybe time to put your foot down a little bit and say, here's what I want, here's what I need, here's what I can do, here's what I can't do, right? Very strong signs that are coming up on this reading, of course, are going to be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Libra. So you might be dealing with some of those signs. On the bottom of the deck for my Geminis is the Hummingbird Spirit, the Four of Wands. This is another reason it gives me even more of a strong feeling that for some of you, this could be surrounding a love interest, twin flame, or soulmate. Could also deal with something around the home, right? Because this is home, it's celebrations, it's a good feeling in the home. Sometimes, you know, having that beautiful soul-connected partner to share the home with, or someone returning to your life that makes you really happy. So, yeah, to me, this is a week of knowing your worth, standing your ground if you need to, having those personal boundaries. You don't have to be mean about it. You just have to say, here's the lines for me, very clearly. Because you're due some maintenance and work through some things. But let's see what we've got for you in your affirmations. I feel like if you put in the good old-fashioned hard work, you know, the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles are earthy, so you do have to roll up your sleeves and do a little work here, whether it's in love, career, or both. But out comes that Justice card and that Four of Wands, and it just feels like it's going to really turn out well for you if you do that. And we have the Frog. Yeah, adaptivity, cleansing, clearing, and taking the leap of faith. Beautiful. You are being guided to jump over any obstacles and embrace the change in your life. Truth has an expiration date, and the time is now to speak your new truths. Show the world your voice, acknowledge your desires, and leap with faith toward what matters to you. Another message that I would bring through with this for you, Gemini, is that, you know, even if this is a long relationship or friendship, and you're standing up to them or you're putting down a new boundary, because this talks about new truths, right? And they might be saying, Gemini, I never knew you felt strongly about that, or why is that suddenly a big deal now? And it's like, because I've done some reflection, because I've done some thinking about this, and I've really gotten in touch with my soul and my spirit, and I got to live my truth. I got to say what's right for me. And sometimes you got to adjust a little bit. Woo! Very nice reading, Gemini. You got some stuff to do. You got some stuff to do this week, but I think it's going to come out good. All right, don't know if Shanta is still in the chat. I saw her come in earlier. I was always happy to see her. But she is a Cancer. And let's see what we have for our Cancers this week. Let's see what is going on with them. Now, Cancer, we got a big full moon coming up tomorrow night. So just keep that in mind. You might be feeling a little more emotional, a little bit more charged up than usual. So just keep that in mind. Let's see what we've got in your Spirit Animal Oracle and Tarot reading. This is going to be for the week ahead. But it can work for any time that you are watching this. Hey, Shanta, good to see you. Let's see what we've got for the Cancer folks. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our Cancers out there. Anything that they need to know or hear for their highest good. Let's get, start one main spirit animal that's helping them out the most for this week ahead. Ooh, I like this one. So, Giraffe Spirit, see the big picture. So Cancer, this is a week where it's really important not to get too myopic or too up close to any issues, personal, career, or anything else. This is important to see the big picture instead of getting too, narrow in your vision or too up close in your vision. If things have been overwhelming, if they've been kind of hard to deal with lately, it might be time to pull back, look at the future, look at the, what's coming up in, the distance instead of what's right up in your face right now. And it might show you that some of the things that you're currently going through that feel really challenging or feel really difficult are actually blessings in disguise over the long haul. So let's get into your animal tarot for the week. Please, Spirit, let's see 3 cards for Cancer. I love to see this. I love to see this. Oh my goodness. First card out is the blue-footed booby. Yes. 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords. This is Libra energy. So you might feel one of the reasons you might be having a hard time seeing the big picture is because you're seeing things very close up, and you might be like, oh, I've got this decision I've got to make. Something's really on my mind, because the 2 of Swords is all about being at a crossroads, right? That's why our little booby looks so confused. That's why he's so confused, because he's like, which way should I go? This way, that way? And you've got a decision that you need to make, and it could be something you've been procrastinating about a little bit here, Cancer. Second card. Love the synchronicity of this, because we started with the giraffe, and you got the giraffe twice in your reading this week. So Cancer, seeing things from the big picture, very, very important. This is the 8 of Pentacles. So apprenticeship, quality craftsmanship, and mastery. This could be you getting some work done one day at a time. This could be you learning from someone else or them learning from you, because this can be that real student-teacher dynamic in the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, yeah, you could be making a big choice about, should I take this class? Should I go back to school? Should I, join this apprenticeship program? Right? It's that kind of feeling. But either way, it's telling you, stay rooted in the moment, don't get overwhelmed, and yes, make sure to look at the big picture where you're going. This is a really positive week overall. I think you're going to make some big decisions. I think you're going to come out of some stagnation and procrastination. We've got this white peacock spirit, the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is just a fabulous card, especially for women in business, I will say. It is very important because it is a female card, female character who is very happy with her life, has worked hard for the happiness that she has, really feels like she's going in the right direction in business and work. I think this is a really strong week of career for those of you that resonate with that message. On the bottom of the deck, look at what we've got to crown that on top is the Rhinoceros Spirit, our King of Pentacles, power, wealth, ruthless ambition. Oh yeah, nobody gets in his way. But this is as well making very good decisions about money, resources, not only working hard, but getting to enjoy the efforts of the results of your hard work as well. Strong Taurus energy, strong Virgo energy, and Libra on this reading. So let's see what we have got in the affirmations for you here. The Griffin. Ooh, we got a magical being. We got a magical being for you, Cancer. The Griffin. It's is it half eagle, half lion? It's all that. It's real balance, clarity, spiritual enlightenment. You're being guided to find the harmonic balance of your body, mind, and soul. The abundance you seek, or that King of Pentacles, already exists within you. You are strong, independent, and fearless. Take flight and achieve what you desire. Yeah. And I feel like this is really saying, you know, if you've been procrastinating, if you've been indecisive, if there's a decision you got to make, go ahead and make it, right? Don't get too caught up in, you know, short-term stuff right now, right? Because the giraffe is doubled up in your read this week, y'all. I think it's time to make some decisions for a lot of my Cancers about work, about money, about, you know, where you're headed that way. I think it's going to turn out well, but the biggest thing that you've got to overcome is procrastination right now. It's pretty awesome. These readings are really concise this night. I don't know what's that going on, but yeah. All right, Leos, let's see what we have got for my fabulous lions and lionesses. I hope you all are doing great. I hope everyone has had a good weekend. So Leo, this is going to be your spirit animal, oracle, and tarot reading for this week ahead. And I hope that you are having a great evening tonight as we do this read. Keep in mind that if you see this at some time after this particular week that this airs, may just be the right time for you to see it. I always believe in that. So let's get into it, Leo. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have for our lions and lionesses, our beautiful Leos. Anything they need to see for their highest good. And let's start out with one main spirit animal guide that will be helping them the most this week ahead. Ooh, I like it. Scarab beetle spirit. We have got magic working through you. So Leo, this is a very magical spirit animal, spirit insect actually. And it really to me is always kind of connected with the ancient Egyptian spirituality. You might even feel a little connection to that this week or in general, because this is really strong in that tradition. The scarab is always really important. So let the magic flow through you this week, whatever it is that you're working on. Let's get into your spirit animal tarot. Let's deepen that message up for you. What is going on with Leo this week, please? Ooh, some water energy going on in here. Wow, a lot of water energy this week. Yeah, maybe very intuitive. That big full moon in Pisces this week may be really doing an extra treat for you this week, Leo. We are starting out with the alligator, the Page of Cups, surprising insights, artistry, coming up for air. Page of Cups to me is always emotional or spiritual communication, because our pages are our little messengers, and so that many times can bring loving messages, romantic messages traded back and forth. Sometimes this is somebody coming in for an apology or asking for your forgiveness on something, you know. This is really connecting on that deeper intuitive and romantic emotional direction. Right in the center we've got the Octopus Spirit, and so right off the bat we're getting some Pisces energy and some Cancer energy, definitely some watery feelings here. The octopus is very flexible And the King of Cups is very directed towards making good emotional decisions, right? So you might be communicating this week with someone and going, are they a good choice? Are they someone I can trust? Or you might be connecting with someone that you do know and have a history with, and you know that you can trust their judgment or their advice, right? You might be saying, I need a little help with something. Can you please, weigh in on this? Because the King of Cups is that, strong, calm, clarity, having good control and working with your emotions very well, very strongly. It's compassionate. And these are people that you can trust. These are people that have your back no matter what. So you may be talking to somebody new that really, connects with you that way. Could be a Pisces or a Cancer this week, very, very strongly on this reading. But I would also say this could be you reaching out to someone for some much needed advice on something you're going through. On the outcome, I love that we have our goat spirit, the 6 of Pentacles. To me, that is very much standing strong and having a sense of balance. 6 of Pentacles is always about equal give and take, equal reciprocity. So you might be kind of checking in with yourself and your personal relationships and saying, I need people in my life that are willing to give as much as I give. Because Leo, you are such a generous giver, especially to the people that you love and care about. You basically kind of can't do enough, right? That's your feeling. It's like, I will, go to the mountaintops for the people that I love. This card is also connected with Taurus and Libra, so those are some more signs that could be influencing your life this week. But I would say any relationships that you're currently in or thinking about getting in should go through that process of kind of saying, does this balance? Is there equal give and take? Are they as much into this as I am? This is establishing some boundaries too, right? Sometimes, because you want to make sure that things feel balance, that they feel in harmony. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Walrus Spirit, more cups. You got a lot of cups this week. So there is a lot of water, a lot of intuition, a lot of emotion going on. And this Walrus guy, this 8 of Cups, this is about, true seeing. True seeing are the relationships that you're in or getting ready to be in, are they good for you? Because that 8 of Cups is really kind of saying, you know what? I got to look at this and I got to see if this feels right to me. Is this emotionally fulfilling? Is this spiritually fulfilling? If it's not, I might be taking my little lion self somewhere else. All right, let's get into an affirmation for you. Ooh, Griffin's coming out again. And it's interesting because the Griffin is part eagle, part lion, right? This is a really strong creature in our magical animals. And for you, Leo, especially, because it's partly you. Balance, clarity, and spiritual enlightenment. You're being guided to find the harmonic balance of your mind, body, and soul. Yeah, huge balancing week for you. The abundance you seek already exists within you. You are strong, independent, and fearless. Take flight and achieve what you desire. I think this is kind of a magical week because I see the Griffin and the Scarab as both being really magical creatures, associated with, the magic of transformation and moving from one state of being to the next. So be open this week, Leo. Have those emotional conversations with people that you trust and care about, because they might be able to really give you some good advice on a current relationship or a relationship that you're considering. Woo, Leo. Hey, hair raisin. We hope it was a good idea to give David a wrench. Both me and David are kind of like, should we? We're both like, I think it'll work out okay. He said he wasn't sure he ever wanted to be a moderator again. He's like, I don't want to be a moderator. But I was like, let's try it out on you. Let's see how you do. I told him to use his powers for good. So, he's always here. It's like, that's a big thing. If folks are here, I'll give them a wrench. If they want one, I'm not going to throw that on anyone if they don't want it. All right, Virgo. Oh, yes. Let's see what's going on for my Virgos this week. Happy birthday to the last couple days here of our Virgo season. I'm telling you, in just a couple days, guys, we're switching up into Libra. So party it up while you can. This is a good time for me. See, I'm a late degree Capricorn, and when the sun's in late degrees of Earth sign, I'm like, yeah! It feels good. It feels so good. So let's get into it, Virgo. This is going to be your spirit animal oracle and tarot reading for the week ahead. Let's see what we've got for you. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please show us what you have for our beautiful Virgos out there. Anything that they need to know for their highest and best. And please let's start with one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most. Yes. Oh, I love this card. This is one of my faves. The Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. It's also the number 6. Check that out, Virgo. You got your number 6 and you are the 6th sign. So I think that's very cool that that came out. So to me, this is all about, you know, it's Beaver Spirit to me is like, it's both water and earth, you know, because it really works with the trees, with the earth, but it also works with those waterways. So I would say that this could be a lot of emotional foundations being restored. If you've been through a lot of emotional turmoil, this could be a week where you feel a lot stronger. Like you feel like, yeah, I got some stability under all this emotional water that needed to be either kind of maintained, directed, all of that kind of stuff. This is also to me homing energy, right? It's like if you're really working on putting together a good home, a good stable place for you to be. That's a really nice card to bring in. So anything that you're working on this week, Virgo, it's all about laying that solid foundation. So let's get into some animal tarot cards for your week. So please, let's see, Virgo Spirit. Nice. Yeah, very positive. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of, ooh, I'm still feeling it. Virgo, all around my crown chakra, it's like the hair is standing up. No joke. Woo, what you got going on? What you got going on, Virgo? Some big spiritual downloads maybe coming through for some of y'all this week. This is strong. I'm feeling a lot of strong. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened, Gwen. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you start out with the sun, you know, the Peking duck. The sun is a very, very strong, positive, triumphant, victorious energy, a lot of bliss, hard work that creates good results. But boy, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this all around my crown chakra. It's like the hair is standing on end. Right in the center is the Jaguar Spirit, the Queen of Swords. And so I feel like this combined with the duck, with the sun, and also with the Beaver Spirit, laying the new foundation, I feel like you've already had a taste of some very positive things, some really strong victories. And it's sort of like maybe you've got some idiots coming your way, or maybe they're already in your way. Because the Queen of Swords knows how to deal with some idiots. Like she really does. This is Libra. Leo and Libra energy. Very strong in this reading already. And so if you've got anyone coming into your life or already in your life here, Virgo, you could be making some big choices to cut them out because the Queen of Swords don't play. If there's anyone causing drama, chaos, contention in her court, she's going to deal with them. She's going to deal with them very, very non-emotionally. You know, she's a queen, so she has that intuition about her, but she got that sword in her hand, so she does not mind cutting some people out. She's an air energy, so she can use her mind to do that. This is really strong. And then we've got the rabbit, you know, the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is about weeding that garden, doing the maintenance. It's interesting, actually, that this card has been coming up in a lot of the reads tonight already, the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel that a lot of what that's doing, and it is very much in conjunction with Virgo season, right? Because this is some Virgo earthy energy on that Seven of Pentacles. And what does Virgo love to do? They love to purify things. They love to clean things up. They like to put things back in order and organization and make sure that everything's running smoothly. Usually to do with their health, mental health, physical health, emotional health. So I really feel, in conjunction with the Beaver Spirit, laying a strong foundation, a solid foundation. If it's something new, like you want to bring a lot of positivity into it with the sun, because that's super positive. You want to cut out the morons or the negative energies, anything that has been making you feel imbalanced. And then it's time to do a little maintenance, right? Do a little maintenance, weed that garden, put energy into good new habits. On the bottom, Virgo, you know that big full moon is affecting you big time tomorrow night because it's in Pisces and it's your balancer. It's your balancer sign. So on the bottom of the deck, we got our owl, we got the moon, the Pisces energy, because that's part of what's balancing you this week. Wow. I think maybe that's partly why I'm getting such a energy around my crown chakra too, because that's a very intuitive area of the body. And so I feel like Virgo, this could be a super psychic, super intuitive week, but I feel like you're going to use the intuition. Oh, and I'm feeling this in my hands now. Oh my gosh, you're going to wield that sword. You are going to wield that sword this week, Virgo. For a lot of you, this is seeing through the shadows, embracing your psychic power, clearing out any old confusion or deception. People that weren't, you know, maybe acting for your highest and best. Whew. Let's get an affirmation on this. Powerful week, Virgo. I'm feeling this one really, really, really strong. Oh, word. The dolphin spirit for your affirmation here. Some much needed water. Intelligence, grace, and playfulness. You're being guided to be childlike, to have fun and enjoy life. Be playful, spontaneous, enthusiastic, and carefree. Find what excites you. Make your mark in the world. We're here to experience, expand, and create what we desire. So, you know, this to me goes along so much with that sun. This is happy, playful, having a good time, right? And I feel like anything that's kind of stalled that out or gotten in your way, it's like you gotta cut it out, you know? You gotta let those people go and realign your foundation, realign your habits and your routines, make sure that they're good, they're positive. Pay attention to what makes you feel good. It's sort of like that's the litmus test, you know? It's like pay attention to what makes you feel good when you do it, what excites you, what brings you up, what brings you positivity and joy. Nice way to wrap up your sun season here with that read. I feel like y'all are getting supercharged intuition-wise, though, because that was like as soon as I start reading for you, Virgo. Just saying. All right. On that note, let's get into Libra. We've had a lot of Libra vibes in some of these reads tonight. So, you know, we're getting into Libra season really soon. That's going to be our autumn equinox beginning in just a couple of days. And that's very, very momentous because it changes us up into a whole new seasonal vibration. So Libra, I hope you're doing great. Hope all is well. We're going to get some spirit animal messages from the Oracle and from the Tarot for you tonight. So dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Libras. Anything that they need for their highest and best. And please let's start with one main spirit animal that's going to be watching over them and working with them the most for this week. Ooh, the wolf spirit. Yeah. That's a nice, strong one. Always love to see our wolf come out. Turn knowledge into wisdom. Very beautiful. So whatever you feel like you've learned, whatever you feel like you've grown in over your life's journey, this is the time that that knowing turns into a deeper kind of wisdom, right? That just gives you that deep spiritual peace inside. I don't know what's going on, but like with Virgo, I was feeling a lot of crown chakra. Libra, I'm feeling a lot of this in my heart. I feel like there's like peace in your heart for a lot of you coming in. There's something very nice. It's very nice. Like it just feels good. Wolf Spirit as well, you know, to me acts as a whole, and it can also act as an individual. So it's like not only are you dynamic within a group, you're also dynamic within yourself. I'm also really fascinated by this being a 67 on this card, because this is literally the week that we go from Virgo season, the number 6, to Libra season, the number 7. I just gotta say, you add those up, you get a 13. Add up the 13, you get a 4. It's a very stabilizing, very grounded kind of number. So let's get into your animal tarot for this week, Libra. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Yeah. And also a big happy birthday to all my Libras that have a birthday coming up. We're starting out your read this week with the Weasel Spirit, the 7 of Swords, the Devils in the details, secrecy and masks. This is our sneakiest person in the tarot, right? And so many times this card comes up when you either feel like someone's not being completely truthful to you, or when you need to be even more truthful with yourself and others. Make sure that you're not wearing a false mask, that you're not putting on a false face just to spare somebody else's feelings, etc. Be sure to tell the truth. Be very open, because look what we have in the center is our Stag Spirit, the Hierophant card. So this to me is Taurus energy. It's business, tradition, walking a very strong spiritual path, right? Being very truthful and very grounded. You know, this can also be bigger devotion, bigger commitment, whether in a relationship, a marriage, or in your spiritual life in a big, big way. But look at what we've got. I think it's so interesting. The 6 and the 7 are really playing out for you this week, Libra, because here's our 7 of Swords. Then we get our 6 of Swords. And 6 of Swords is actually one of my very favorite cards in the tarot. This is the Stork Spirit in this particular deck. And so to me, this is letting go of drama, confusion, any kind of issues that have held you back or made you unhappy. It's going in a better, positive, new direction, right? Moving forward to something that's much more peaceful. It's better times ahead, leaving the cloudy, difficult times for something that's much, much happier. It's a great read. I feel like, you know, this is a week where it's really time to, you know, take your mask off, see behind other people's masks, get nice, deeply rooted within your spiritual path or your personal relationships that are supportive, and then move on to a better existence. I feel like there's a lot of movement this week. I really, really do, guys, because we have the Bee Spirit on the bottom, the Wheel of Fortune card, luck, life cycles, major karmic events, coming out of stagnation, you know, movement going forward. Some of the strongest signs on this card are going to be Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So all of those could play a factor, but I would double it up on the Taurus because you also have the Hierophant. It's very strong Taurus energy. You also have a lot of air sign with all that 6 of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra itself. So quite a read, guys. I feel like this is for you coming out of some stagnation. It's being very honest with yourself and insisting that other people be honest with you as well. If you feel like somebody isn't being truthful with you this week, you're probably right. You're probably right. You know, and it may be time to confront it, because the Stag isn't afraid to confront some things, you know, and just say, tell me what's up. Tell me the truth. Let's clear the air. And once you do clear the air, you can move forward, right? Whatever that means. So let's get into, because this is some travel energy, you know, between the Six of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, this is some travel and movement energy. Let's get an affirmation, please, for Libra. The owl, yes, yes. Love it. Calm, observant, and wise. You're being guided to find the serenity and stillness. Hear and listen to your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings. The answer to any question is inside you. You are the magic key that unlocks the doors to unconditional love, balance, and abundance in your life. So there's a lot of balancing going on. Listen to your heart, because, you know, like I said, with Seven of Swords, if somebody's lying to you, you're going to know it. You're just going to know it. And if you've got somebody in your life you're not quite sure of, just get still, observe, be a little bit Scorpio-like here. You know, just watch what they do, watch what they say, watch how they interact with other people. And you'll know exactly what to do. Either way, I feel like this is definitely a week of coming out of stagnation. And it's definitely a week of moving away from drama, conflict, chaos, dum-dums, you know. Idiots, the idiots. It's time to move on past that. Oh, that's cool, Gwen. That's very cool. Yeah. All right. Let's get into our Scorpios. See what we got for them. Yuyi's got her glasses on. She's like, get the binoculars out. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what we have got for you coming up this week. Venus is in Scorpio right now, so I would say that love energy and personal charisma, magnetism are certainly very high for you right now. Love may be very strongly on the agenda right now for you too, Scorpio. So these are going to be your weekly oracle and tarot messages from the animal spirit kingdom. So let's see what we've got for you coming through. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Scorpios this week. Anything they need to know for their highest and best good, please show us our Scorpios. Giraffe Spirit. Now this one's a big deal. This one came out, I think it was for Cancer. Came out for Cancer very strongly. So if you've got a Cancer in your life, you may be connecting with them this week. But I would say that for Scorpio, this card is a big deal. And the reason is, it's about seeing the bigger picture, right? It's about pulling back, and instead of being very close up and very myopic, look further. Right? And Scorpio can be laser focused. They can be a little obsessive. When they're really focused on something, it's hard for them to look outside of that, right? So I really think that this is a week where it's important for you to pull back. If you've been really, you know, super focused on just one thing or one person in your life, and look around, you know, look at the bigger picture there. Very, very important. Let's get into your spirit animal tarot messages. Let's get 3, please, Spirit, for our Scorpios. Nice. Wow, this is strong, y'all. We're starting out with one of your power cards, Scorpio, which is the Whale, the same as the Judgment card in the tarot. To me, this is the higher vibration of the Death card, which is your pure rulership. This is ruled by Pluto, your ruling planet, so it has a very strong connection with you. Rising up, clarity, awakening, and mercy. This can be resurrections, rebirths, big transformations that come full circle. So you may feel like something big is reviving. It could be you, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, but something feels like it's starting again, and you're really kind of feeling like, yes, you know, after that whole phoenix from the ashes, it's like the phoenix is rising up out of the ashes, in the center, I feel like this is a lot of comfort because you've got the bat spirit, the hanged man. And so what's happening for you this week may be bringing you out of a limbo energy or a hanged state where you've been in between cycles. This is also very strong Neptune energy. And we do have a big Pisces full moon this week, which can be very much about release, letting things go, self-surrender, prophetic powers, facing down the darkness, right? And nobody can do that better than Scorpio. So this could be a very powerful week of self-reflection, self-awakenings. You could see something in yourself that's like, oh my God, I've been needing to let that go forever, and it's been holding me back, and you do, and it's just like this fresh new beginning. We've got the Beaver Spirit here as well in this read, the Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of water energy here. There really is, which makes sense as you are a water sign, but these are intense cards. I feel like these awakenings and these moments of release and turning loose of maybe an old state of being, old way of life. I feel like the old life is really falling away. Like Scorpio, you guys do that in your life. You have these major transformations where, you know, you just burn it all down to the ground so that it can be completely reborn. But I feel like this is a week where that stuff comes very full circle. It feels like a huge cycle has not only completed, but you're starting to step into a whole new awakening, whole new life. And it just feels really good. It feels like, wow, I'm finally stepping into where I've been wanting to get, where I've been heading, where I've been working to be. And it just feels really good. I do think you're going to have to make some big decisions this week, because what this new life, this new reality kind of presents to you is it's like you open a door and there's a whole lot of more choices on the other side of that door than you knew might be there, right? So use your discernment, because this can be a very almost confusing week spiritually and emotionally, because there's a whole lot of energy coming your way. Whole lot of new energy coming your way, and whole lot of choices, whole lot of decisions to make. But ultimately, it's going to a good place. Look at that on the bottom is the Manta Ray, the Temperance card. Oh my goodness. I have to pull the second one after it too. These were on the bottom of the deck. Scorpio, both the Temperance and the Justice, because both of these are balancing cards. Both of these are about harmony. Sagittarius energy and Libra energy. I love it. Divine energy, perfect harmony, and miracles. So take it one step at a time. I know, Scorpio, you are an intense sign, and you do tend to go all the way or not at all. You're the ultimate go big or go home sign. So this is really, to me, on the bottom of the deck, kind of reminding you to moderate your energy, pace yourself a little bit, because especially with Temperance, this is about balancing those two sides of yourself, and it's very important. It's very important. Don't go overboard. Don't go too overboard. You've already done the big overboard work. I think that's what I feel for most of you, is most of you have already done the work, put in that effort of transformation. And this is like the rewards coming through and opening you up to a whole new portal. This is so cool. So let's get into an affirmation for you, Scorpio. I wish my Scorpio Jacqueline was here. Transformation Queen isn't here either. We got a lot of Scorpio folks, but I don't know if they're here tonight. I know our Yuyi has Venus in Scorpio. That's good. She's got a good Scorpio placement. The owl. Yeah. Scorpio. I think about the owl a lot when I think of Scorpio, because it's that observant energy. Definitely. Just hanging it in there. Calm, observant, wise. You're being guided to find the serenity and stillness. Hear your thoughts and acknowledge your feelings. The answer to any question is inside you. You are the magic key that unlocks the doors to unconditional love, balance, and abundance in your life. So beautiful. Beautiful, Scorpio. I think for a lot of you, you're having some major awakenings this week. It's like, boom. You're really stepping fully into the new life that you've created. Yeah. Thank you for that donation, Carmela. I appreciate you, sweetheart. We'll see you again soon. Yeah, that was just a donation, Gwen. Yeah, there were some similarities between the Libra and Scorpio reading this week. That's very cool. Yeah, you know, that means you're having your Venus return, or you just have had it, or it's very soon, Yuyi. Yeah. I like the Venus return. It's about a year. We have one of those about once a year. And they're really great. Like, they're really great because it's like it gives you this whole new charge in love, whole new charge in your social life. So you may notice that starts to get a little bit of a little extra zap. A little extra zap. It's always good. Yeah. You're going to have to wait a little longer for your Venus return, David. I think your Venus is in Capricorn, so that's 2 cycles after. You got about 2 more months to your Venus return. Yeah. The Venus, any planet return is when a planet in your natal chart comes back to the same degree and sign that it was in when you were born. So, like, if you took this particular chart, this has come from a couple nights ago, but say this is a birth chart for someone. Say that they were born with Venus at 8 degrees of Scorpio. So we're not just born with a chart. It's like this is a snapshot of the sky when we're born, right? So this is what gives us our basic personality, identity, etc. So every every planet has what's called a return because it goes one full circle. So it takes Venus about 1 year to make a full circle through the chart, and then it comes back. When it returns to the same degree and sign that it was in when you were born, that means it's a return. It's connecting back up again with your birth chart. The sun takes about a year as well. Mars takes 2 years to go all the way through. Mercury takes about 24 to 28 days. It zips through very quickly. And then we have ones, you know, that are very slow. Saturn takes almost 30 years to go through a full chart. Jupiter takes 12 years. Pluto takes about 200 and something years. Neptune is about 160, and Uranus is about 84, right? Yes, I do private readings, Karen. All of my information will be in the description box, or my moderators can help you with that too. Yeah. Now, I've been doing all this stuff for over 20 years, so it's a long interest. Yeah. But those solar returns or Saturn returns or Venus return, planet returns are always very interesting. I love them. I love them, you know. But every planet has a certain amount of time that it takes, and that's why for those longer transits, we feel them longer, we feel them a little more. For quick planets, we don't feel them quite as long at a time, unless they happen to be in an aspect that's really got a lot of impact. That's why astrology is very specific to us, because it deals with our natal chart, which is, you know, it's pretty specific to who we are. And then what we feel, you know, as it moves through is very interesting. And it shows you a lot about, like, why 1 year might be a lot easier or harder. Why you might have a couple months that are really tough, or even some years that are really tough, or, you know, require a lot of effort. We all have them. We all have them. And I would say that astrology is not about avoiding difficult times or energies. It's about how you navigate through it. And that makes all the difference, you know, makes all the difference as to how you navigate your way through it. It's very, very cool. Super cool. I love it. That's why I never get bored of it. I'll be doing astrology till the day I am stardust. And floating around up there with this stuff I'm just talking about right now. I agree, Gwen, and I feel like, you know, we sort of know when those cycles come full circle. I had some very tough ones, and I swear there have been a couple that have taken almost 8 to 10 years at a time. But they do work through. They do work through. And the more that you know that they're working and how to work with them, the easier it goes, for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Yu's in here hooking everyone up. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what we have got for you guys. Hey, Aries, and we're whooping it up. Our final fire sign of the night. I love my Sagittarian folks. Let's see what we have got for you. This is going to be your weekly spirit animal reading. We're going to be looking at some oracle and some animal tarot to get your messages. So dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we've got for our fabulous Sagittarians out there tonight. Anything that they need to see and know for their highest good. And let's please start with one main spirit animal that will be helping them out the most this week. Ooh-hoo-hoo! The Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. Well, you know what I say? Sting it back. Sting it back, Sagittarius. I'm telling you, because this can really tell you that sometimes there are challenges, sometimes there's trials or difficult people, but you will get through it. And sometimes you got to give it a little pop, you know, give it a little smack back, you know, don't put up with it. 64 on the top of that card. 6 plus 4 equals a 1. So this could as well be some new beginnings. Yeah, I love like the kind of Celtic knotwork that they have going on behind this. And I can't help it, but this is going to make me think of my dad. My dad loved football. He loved college football, and his favorite team was the Yellow Jackets. And because, you know, they got a stinger. And I'll tell you, when he would be at those games, and I can remember him going, "Sting him! Sting him!" That was always what he would yell. It was a famous thing that, like, the old-timey Georgia Tech fans would yell during the football game because they're a stinger. They're a hornet. So I would say to you, Sagittarius, sting them! If they deserve it, sting them this week. Navigate the stings of life, right? If there's anything difficult this week, make sure to take some honey, you know? Make sure to stay in a positive outlook. And it can also be just a cathartic moment, you know, this week where you kind of realize the stings of life or the difficulties of life have brought you to a much better place. Sometimes those lessons are tough. Sometimes those lessons are real tough. But once we've got them, it's like we're kind of immune to it, you know? So let's get into your spirit animal reading in your tarot. Let's get 3, please, for Sagittarius. Wow. This is a little journey of self-discovery going on here. And you know we have that big full moon in Pisces. We're starting out with the Camel Spirit, Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is my little adventurer of the tarot. And Sagittarius, you are the big adventurer of the zodiac. So this could be a lot of movement. The quest for wisdom, an abundant harvest, conserving your energy, and making some decisions about where you want to go next. As a Page of Pentacles always is looking for that next adventure, that next path. It says, you know, I've got something to invest. I've got somewhere that I want to go. And it really is kind of considering your different options. Pages are also messengers. So you might have some messages coming in this week or some information coming in this week about those paths that you're pursuing or looking at. In the center, High Priestess, you know, Spider Spirit with that big full moon rising up behind her. I'm saying, I think this full moon is going to be real important to my Sagittarians. That's actually going to be highlighting your universal 4th house in your chart, Sagittarius. So I would say that whatever home means to you is a big deal for all of you. You may be feeling this very much in the home center. Like tomorrow, the next day, you might be really sticking close to home and kind of going, yeah, I just need a little time to ground, to rest, to meditate, to heal. You could have a lot of spiritual awareness coming in, a lot of big messages coming through, probably some downloads for some of you. Some important dreams could be coming through this week because the High Priestess is that secret knowledge, that secret information and reflection. And what makes me think that this is a huge week of self-reflection, a journey of discovery, wholeness, wellness, groundedness. Look at this. We've got the Hermit card rounding up this week, the Snow Leopard Spirit. So to me, when I look at these 3 cards, as a whole, this just feels like you are on a journey of healing, self-discovery, understanding yourself from the inside out. Anything that's been painful, those stings of life, right? These are being healed this week. And I think that maybe for some of you, you're seeing those difficulty or those stings in a whole new way. It's like, wow, if I hadn't been hurt or if I hadn't gone through that challenge, I never would have known how to heal all this. I never would have learned how to get through this so well. Wow. So there's ascension, illumination, introspection. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Roadrunner Spirit, the Knight of Swords. So there is courage and action. And I do feel like you'll have a lot going on mentally. It might be a good week to write some things down. Because for my Saggies, I feel like you're going to have a whole lot of plans, a whole lot of things going on, or a whole lot of revelations. And it's going to be coming fast sometimes. So you got to like write it down, write it down. If you talk to anybody, it needs to be somebody that kind of gets you, that isn't judgmental, because you're going through like some real profound stuff, some real profound things coming through. Feel like you're really realigning your routines, because we got Virgo energy in here, we got Cancer energy in here, we've got strong like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's really good. Let's get into an affirmation for Sagittarius. Because I feel like you kind of want your own time to yourself this week. Like you don't want to be hassled by anybody who is just giving you a hard time or blocking your path. Because all these feel like, let's go, let's go. High Priestess is a little more reflective, but Page of Pentacles and Hermit, they're reflective, but they're moving at the same time. And Knight of Swords is definitely movement. Look at that. Yeah, and we've got the Unicorn Spirit coming up. One of our magicals from this deck for you. Purity, wisdom, and action. Again, the action. And you know, Sagittarius, you're a little bit horsey. And we got our unicorn. You're being guided to have faith in yourself, the knowledge you possess, and the magic of the universe. You are where you're supposed to be. Feel your way through each segment of your life. You'll see clearly your next move to take action. Big results are the ripple effect of inspired action. And that's really what I feel here. That's actually like an excellent summation of this. Inspired action, because the High Priestess is definitely inspiration. Hermit's inspiration. And then we've got the action. It's definitely inspired by something higher than you. Woo! Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, David, nobody is that. That one was special. Special. No worries, Nancy. Or anyone can be as quiet or as loud as they want to in here. No problem. Yeah, any one of us that went through the markers saga, that was I'm so glad that was, I'm so glad that was over. Oh my gosh, that was intense. That was intense. I haven't gone through anything that funky since then. And you know what? I think we cleared out major funk with that. We really did. I think we cleared out a major, yeah. I can feel the difference before and after. That was some definite Virgo clean sweeping. Yeah. With some holy water. Woo-hoo. All right, Capricorns. Capricorn. I hope my goats are doing good. Hope my goats are awesome. It's been awesome here for this Capricorn. I've been feeling great. Things have been moving and shaking in a great way. I feel like a lot of Capricorns are breaking free of some old junk. We've come through a lot. We've come through a lot of cycles, goaties. We really, really have. So let's get into it. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends. Let's see what we have for our beautiful Capricorns tonight for this week ahead or whenever you are watching this reading. Keep in mind, Capricorn, these are general. If they don't resonate with you, you might want to check your other signs and watch those readings as well. And these are going to be Oracle and Tarot messages from the Spirit Animal Kingdom. Dear Spirit Animals, let's see what we got for our goats. And let's start out with one main Spirit Animal who's going to be helping them out the most for this week ahead, please. I like it. Yeah, and I'm feeling this one. Oh, yes, I'm feeling this one. The Wombat Spirit. Be at home, Capricorn, wherever that may be. Wherever that may be, Capricorn. You might be feeling like a real homebody this week. You may have, especially for my Capricorns that work from home, this could be a very empowering week as well. Now that Pisces full moon energy, that's happening tomorrow night. That's very complimentary to you, Capricorn. Pisces is a nice sextile energy in astrology for you, and so that opens up a lot of opportunities. Stay at home, hang out, be where you are, be around those creature comforts. Don't try to push past your, comfort zone this week. Just be in your element, get some things done. Be cozy, maybe cook those comfort foods or treats that make you feel just real grounded and warm and stable. Yeah, nice stable energy from that card. I love it. Let's get into some tarot. These are going to be some animal tarot messages for you. So dear Spirit, let's see what we got for Capricorn, please. 3 cards for them. Ooh, a lot of, ooh, nice. Nice. All right, Capricorn, I think you're letting go of a few things, or you're considering letting go of a few things. Look at that Walrus Spirit, 8 of Cups. I always feel like this is a very powerful card. Letting go of anything that doesn't feel emotionally, spiritually satisfying to you. Anything that just makes you feel kind of drugged down. I feel like this is one door closing, another door opening in the traditional tarot. This is someone, leaving behind something and heading into that sunrise, And Capricorn, I will say that you tend to be a sign that puts up with a lot. You put up with a lot, even when it doesn't make you happy, right? Capricorns have that whole thing. We're really good at denying ourselves joy and happiness. Really good at it. We're like, it's okay if I'm not happy. I'm just getting my job done. It's okay if I'm miserable. It's not okay. It's not okay, Capricorn. This is the week to go towards your highest joy. And even if that means letting go of something that felt like a routine, right? Goats don't like to let go of the routine, even if the routine sucks and makes us miserable. True that. In the center, the Octopus Spirit brings in a lot of flexibility and a lot of nice movement. It is the King of Cups. I'm feeling a lot of Cancerian energy in this reading here, Capricorn, because we got that be at home with the Wombat, we got the 8 of Cups, and we got the King of Cups, which is Cancer energy. I would say that this is a week of grounding. Maybe for some of my Capricorns, if you've been traveling for a while or you haven't been at home for a while, this is the time to be at home. Or go somewhere that feels like your home, that really gives you that sense of home and family and stability. Now, the King of Cups is about making good emotional decisions. It's about staying calm and in good control of your emotional state. Not in a sense of I'm controlling my emotions and forcing them down in a negative way. No, just being in a good sense of balancing those strong feelings. A lot of compassion comes through with the King of Cups. I feel like there are people around you that are just really loyal, really solid. You're going to know who those are. I feel like for some Capricorns, you may be stepping away and letting go of people that are not for your highest and best, people that are not really trustworthy and don't give you a good feeling. And you're going towards people that do. People that have your back, that make you feel at home, stable, content. You also might be seeking out a counselor or somebody older and wiser than you to help you make some emotional decisions. That could be coming up for some of you as well. But look at what we've got on our last card. That makes me happy, Capricorn, because it's our goat spirit. Greatest of all time. Six of Pentacles, yes. And so what I feel from this card, not only is it you stepping into your power, feeling very strong and very balanced within yourself, but it's bringing back a feeling of personal balance, reciprocity, because the Six of Pentacles is a card of equal give and take. Capricorn, you tend to just give and give and give and give. And like I said earlier, sometimes you tend to just let yourself be unhappy or unfulfilled, and you bear that very stoically, sometimes to the point where you just don't even realize you're getting shortchanged on the joy spectrum, right? And so this to me is saying, you know what? If I'm giving a lot, I deserve to get a lot. If I'm putting in a lot of energy and I'm bringing my best to the table, then yes, I don't deserve to leave the table hungry, right? I don't deserve to be the one that fixes the dinner and serves everybody and everyone gets a nice hot meal and I sit down and get the cold leftovers. You deserve to, if you're cooking that dinner, Capricorn, you sit down with everyone else. You get a hot meal too. Seriously, that's what that card's about. Strong Libra energy, Taurus, Cancer, and Pisces. On the bottom of the deck, we have got the Eight of Wands, Dragonfly energy. So optimism, speed, forward movement, better communication. I feel like this not only is a week of grounding, homing, centering yourself within that home environment, but there's also a lot of movement coming forward. Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy, so it can deal with travel, movement, plans for the future, and sometimes a lot coming your way. No doubt. Just because this is a kind of a home and cozy sort of feeling week, it doesn't mean there's not anything going on. And I have to just point out, the card that was right after that dragonfly on the bottom was the macaw, the world. And the world card is one of your power cards, Capricorn. It's a Saturn ruled card. That's your planetary ruler. And so to me, this is like big cycles. Good cycles ending and beginning. You start out with this, which again feels like big emotional cycles. The world card is those sacred contracts coming full circle. One door opening, the next door closing, things moving through very strongly. Really like these cards. These are so nice. But definitely take some time to just ground, to balance, have that cup of tea, get back into your routines, and feel very, very good where you are, wherever that is. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Capricorn. Yeah, saying we're in an ox year, Chinese astrology wise. We're in the ox year, and this bison, this card, this is specific. It makes me feel like ox energy. It really does. Abundance, success, personal power. You're being guided to be flexible, go with the flow, and allow things to happen rather than force them, right? Universal opportunities are stacked around you. Center yourself and resonate with your core values, and you will reap many rewards. That's exactly what this feels like. I love these cards because they sum up the reading so well. Yeah. Yeah. Center yourself. Center yourself. You know, these are animals that are really nice and deep and connected to the earth. Connected to that sense of home, whatever that is for you, Capricorn. You may even be, you know, thinking up what's a new idea of home coming through. Hey, Silver Star. Oh yeah. Colin came in here earlier too. A lot of folks are working late shifts tonight. Yep. Yep. I do too, Yui. Yeah, we got a little bison love in the house. I love them. Look at the little birds hanging around, the little water birds, those egrets, you know? That's cool. That's some solid energy. And you know, the ox energy is Capricorn alignment in the Western zodiac. So even though, you know, it's like I would say, like Capricorn, even if you're a different Chinese zodiac sign, this is a strong year for Capricorns. Ox years always are because they're in that Capricorn alignment. That's the equivalent of the ox as Capricorn from east to west zodiac. So yeah, it's a powerful year for the for the Capricorns, for sure. Because it's a sort of slow and steady. It doesn't mean that nothing happens. A lot of things happen during this year, but it really brings that stability, brings that strength. Yeah. Our next Chinese year cycle is the Tiger, which is Aquarius energy. So we're gonna have a lot of innovation, a lot of change, a lot of electrical movement next year. It'll be faster, faster energy than the Ox year, but it'll be good. It'll be really good. All right, Aquarius. Speaking of you, let's get into your reading for tonight. This is going to be your spirit animal messages for the week ahead. We're going to be looking at some oracle and animal tarot to get some inspirations for you. So dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we have for our beautiful Aquarius folks out there. Anything they need to see for their highest and best good. And let's start out with one main spirit animal card that's going to be helping them the most this week. Show us Aquarius, please. Oh, yes. Aw, I love it. I love it. Embrace the in-between, flamingo spirit. So Aquarius, this is a time where you might be in between two stages of life. It's a little bit like the hangman, you know, one cycle isn't completely finished, the next one isn't completely started or begun or completed yet. So you might be feeling a little bit pulled in two different directions. For some of you, you might be saying, you know what, I'm here, but I kind of want to be there, or maybe someone I care about is there, but I wish they were here. It's that kind of feeling. So embrace the in-between. Right now is a time of preparation, getting things ready. Be cool with it, basically. Like, be okay with the fact that things are in a state of flux. They're in a state of change. They're in a state of moving towards your desires and your goals. Doesn't mean you won't get there. It just means that you got to be okay with keeping that balance for now. Let's get into your animal tarot. Three, please, for Aquarius. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot going on this week. There's a lot of movement. So very interesting cards coming through. First one out is the Otter, the Six of Cups, reunion, reminiscing, inner child. So, you know, this could be a week where you're having a lot of nostalgic feelings or thoughts. You might be missing someone, you know, feeling like, wow, I can't wait for a reunion, reconnection. It's beautiful energy, beautiful energy. The inner child could be coming up here too with this Otter spirit, because this is really strong connection, really strong connection. You might be doing some inner child or family work as well. Right in the center, we have the Snake Spirit. This is the Tower card, Mars energy. So Mars is all about movement, change, sometimes aggression, assertion, right? You might be standing up for yourself with something in your life, but mostly what I feel with the Tower card is always a sense of, you know, an old foundation being either reworked, repaired, so a new structure can be built. Oh, hey, there's my sweetie. With a little black kitty cat. Hey, honey. There's my Aquarius baby. Aw, thank you. So yes, the Tower is Mars ruled. So it can be sometimes shocking change, transformation, liberation. So, you know, Aquarius, just be aware that anything that's being shaken up this week, anything that needs to be reworked, it's for a good purpose. It's really the hand of spirit coming in and, you know, reworking the foundation to build you something up even better. So yeah, it's like the snake, shedding that skin, right? You know, letting go of something old, moving into something new. Going into the last card in the cycle here for Aquarius, we have the Scorpion Spirit, the Nine of Wands. And so the Nine of Wands to me is it's a warrior energy. Sometimes it is a little bit fatigued. It's like you've been doing a lot. You've been fighting hard, standing up for what you have. Many times the Nine of Wands is protecting what you've created, right? Protecting what you care about. It's resolve, resilience, bravery. It's like, I'm going to step up. I'm going to do what needs to be done. On the bottom, woo, on the bottom. That is the Hyena Spirit, the Ten of Swords. So I do feel like some old difficult cycles are coming to an end for you. That's a difficult cycle coming to a full circle completion. Ten of Swords is. Old betrayals, deep wounds, things that have really hurt you in the past. This is really coming to an end. Like anything that's been difficult is really getting cleansed, getting cleared, and going to the next level. Yeah, gives you a chance to recover from those old pains or wounds. Overall, this feels like a week of reminiscence, a little bit of nostalgia. You might be doing some inner child work. There could be something arising with parental figures or family figures. You might be missing a loved one or them missing you. The Snake Spirit and the Scorpion are definitely about cleansing, clearing, letting something go, and really embracing your bravery to get it done. It's a great energy. Just hang in there. Hang in there. You're in the in-between cycle right now, Aquarius. It's in the in-between. You're working on building something new. Let's get an affirmation for you on this. And on the affirmation, we do have our Dragonfly Spirit, Aquarius. Beauty, versatility, and spontaneity. You're being guided to put yourself in the spotlight. Ooh! You are beautiful in countless ways, and your soul shines brightly. You possess a unique, vibrant personality and great versatility. Utilize those qualities to create a life of purpose and joy. I think that's very true for Aquarius. They are always very unique personalities. And so I would say that not only are you being guided to stand up for yourself and protect what you care about in a positive way this week, but also to do it in a way that is very magical, very engaging. You don't have to go to any negative place to do that, right? You know, because many times when people see that and they go, oh, I got to fight for what I want or fight for what I care about, it's like they get real aggressive and like, I gotta punch or something. Like, nah, you can just do it in a diplomatic way. You can use your sparkling wit, use your magical personality to get what you want. Absolutely. All right, guys, that was a good one. These have all been so good tonight. I really enjoyed all the reads this evening. I'm almost out of my Capricorn tea here. I gotta go get some more. All right, Pisces. I wonder if Sharon is still around. She was earlier in the night. She's like, can we do Pisces first? I made her wait. So Pisces, you guys, we've got a big full moon in your sign tomorrow night. Very, very exciting. I hope it will be amazing. I think it would be very magical. I would say the full moon in Pisces is one of the most magical, sort of spiritual full moons that we get. It really is. Like, you'll notice it. Whether you have spiritual kind of dreams, intuitions, psychic power kind of being a little stronger. It's very romantic, very creative, and very, very spirit-based, very divine. So Pisces, this is going to be your spirit animal messages for the week ahead. This is going to be Oracle and Tarot. So let's see what we've got for you. Dear spirit animals, guardians, guides, and friends, let's see what we've got for our beautiful Pisces folks out there. Any messages that they need the most for their highest and best? Please show us our Pisces. Oh, I like it. Who had this earlier? Was it Gemini? I think it was. Yeah. Skunk Spirit, know your worth. So Pisces, I would say that of all signs, you probably need this card the most. You do, because this is all about having positive boundaries, making sure people treat you right. You may not be feeling the strongest or the biggest or the toughest, but you know, Skunk Spirit has a special stinky power. So this to me, Pisces, is the week where you want to know your worth. Don't underscore yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't be in that place where it's like, oh, it's okay if they walked all over me. It's all right. No, it's not all right. Step it up. Put your foot down. You don't have to be mean to enforce boundaries. You don't. You can be very kind about it and just say, this is what I'm comfortable with. And if they don't respect that, you can walk away and, you know, fog them out. Oh, little Flower the Skunk. Yes, let's get into our animal tarot for you, Pisces. Let's see what we have got for you. 3 cards, please, Spirit, for our fishy folks out there. Ooh, nice. That one hasn't come up all night. But here he is. Mr. Raven. Love my Raven spirit. Oh my goodness, the Magician. I've always had a fondness for crows and ravens. I love them. So alchemy, manifestation, and willpower. The Magician is also the energy of Mercury. This is a Mercury ruled card. So it deals with the energy of Virgo and Gemini as well, which are also both mutable signs like you, Pisces. So I would say, interestingly enough, because Gemini did have that skunk spirit as their main animal, if you have Gemini in your chart or know a Gemini, you might want to watch the Gemini reading from this evening earlier, and vice versa. If you're a Gemini with a lot of Pisces or Pisces in your life, you might want to watch this Pisces reading. It's really strong. So to me, this is beginning something new with your personal power and magic. Yes. You know, a lot of different cultures have different ideas about ravens. But, you know, especially like in the Pacific Northwest, the raven is considered the creator, right? You know, that really brought the magic into the world. So it's a very, very strong, very potent magical animal. So, you know, and the Magician in the tarot is all about bringing all of our gifts to the table, our emotions, our resources, our thoughts, our passion, our enthusiasm, and creating something all new. Pisces, this is really telling you that whatever it is you want to create, you have the power to do it, right? You're not missing anything. You're complete within yourself. Right in the center, we've got the Chimpanzee Spirit, the 2 of Pentacles. This is a card of bringing more balance and fun into your life, you know? Could be a great energy of balancing your finances, balancing your work life with your personal life. But overall, this to me is a going with the flow, having a little more fun, not taking things so serious kind of card. So definitely, as you manifest, don't be like, oh, I gotta be so serious. Nah. Have fun doing it. Have fun doing it. 3rd card is the Stork, 6 of Swords. One of my favorite cards, because this one is all about leaving behind conflict, drama, chaos, gossip, difficult times, and moving towards better times ahead. For some people, it could be a relocation. It could be a move. But most of the time what it is making a real clear decision to let something difficult or someone difficult go into the past, right? And that connected with the skunk spirit just makes me feel like you're putting down some boundaries around yourself or with someone or even with, you know, a job, something like that. But I love what's on the bottom here because, like I said, sometimes that 6 of Swords can be that new home and hearth, better times ahead. Look what's on the bottom is the Hummingbird Spirit, 4 of Wands. And that's all about a happy home, happy, harmonious home, joyful homecomings, twin flames, soulmates, soul reunions, love life heating up, Pisces. If you've already met somebody, this could be taking it to the next level. If you haven't yet, these could be greater opportunities for meeting that person. It's a beautiful reading. It's a beautiful reading. And I really do feel like it kind of starts with you just being willing to put your personal boundaries in place and live those, enact those. That way people aren't going to be stepping all over your magic personality, right? Because you deserve to keep that good energy. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Pisces. Ooh, we got the Dragonfly for you too. Same as what Aquarius had. So let's see. Beauty, versatility, and spontaneity. You are being guided to put yourself in the spotlight. This is a great message for you too, Pisces. You are beautiful in countless ways, and your soul shines brightly. Yeah, it does. You possess a unique, vibrant personality and great versatility. Yeah, the versatility part for sure with Pisces. Utilize these qualities to create a life of passion, purpose, and joy. Yeah, this is all about creating a brand new kind of life. And your soul does shine very brightly, Pisces. The only negative thing about that is a bright light sometimes attracts a lot of insects, and sometimes you really do have to swat them. And that's why we got this. Because that skunk, that doesn't even have to swat the bugs. It just puts the fumes out and they just drop. They just drop. Let them hit the floor. Oh my goodness. Yes. My honey, my sweetheart, he was in town for the last 2.5 weeks, and we saw a praying mantis. We did. I hadn't seen one in a long time, but we saw one climbing around on the outside of the house. They're kind of rare. They're kind of rare. And I don't know if that's because maybe they live deeper in the woods, or if they're just actually kind of rare. Like, I don't know if they live deeper in the woods, or if it's just, you know, there's not really like that many of them. You're welcome, Nancy. This was great. Had such a good night. Such a good night tonight. All the readings felt really, really positive. Very focused. Very directed. I just feel like this transition from Virgo to Libra season is very dynamic, and it's happening all at the same time as that Pisces full moon. Oh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Praying mantis life cycle. Yeah. So Gwen, we'll do your read probably tomorrow, because I'm going to do another live stream tomorrow night for the Pisces full moon. Woo, woo, woo. I will be doing that. And also, let's see, I think I'm doing another one on Wednesday for the autumn equinox, because we got the beginning of fall. It's time to put up my autumn leaves and my pumpkins and stuff. Very excited to do that. Yeah, I love that stuff too, David. I was obsessed with sharks when I was a younger teenager. Oh my goodness. I thought I was going to be a marine biologist focused on sharks. I still want to dive with sharks though. I do. I'm one of those like people that wants to get in a cage and go down where the sharks are. I want to be there when like the great white is like shaking the cage. I'll be like, yeah! I mean, I would be totally intimidated and probably peeing myself with nervousness, but I'd still like would just love it. It would be in a good way. Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's like some people like, there is no way I would do that. I'm like, nah, the cages are strong. The cages are strong. They're fine. I trust the cage. It's okay. There's actually, you know, I've been reading at the aquarium near me. The Atlanta Aquarium is doing like shark dive, but they don't have great whites. They have like the, yeah, they have whale sharks and, you know, the more relaxed sharks. But you can, you know, learn to do the diving and learn to get in the shark cage and things like that. And, I know it's a little bit pricey, but I think like it would just be so much fun. Like I would really enjoy it because it's something I've wanted to do like my whole life. Oh man. Oh, nice. Yeah. That doesn't surprise, you know, living up in Baltimore. The aquarium there is a big deal. Gwen wants me to stream it. Ah! The dragon meets the shark, you know, and I think the reason that I like sharks is because they're snappy, right? You know, they're snappy. Dragons are snappy too. We're just like, yeah, we understand like a creature that wants to go like get something to eat and just crunch it. You know, we get it. Oh wow, hair raisin. Um, so Spartanburg, what state? Isn't that Virginia? You live vicariously through my shark experience. Yeah. Hey, if they let me film it, I would do it. Yes, that is pretty incredible. Oh, South Carolina. Okay, you're not even going to be that far from me then. Oh, cool. Transformation Queen. Yeah, let me grab my my tarot cards and I'll do your reading. That's awesome. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, David, I like the way that sharks are born with just like rows upon rows of teeth. And so if they break one off, another one just moves up to take its place. I'm like, why can't we have that? That's not fair. Sharks are much older than us, though. They've been around a long time. They've been around a minute. All right, let me grab some cards for you, Miss TQ. Let's see what we got. I'm going to go ahead and put these down. I'm going to check my count, too, just real quick. Make sure everything has come through there. Very good. All right, y'all, everything is through. Everything has come through. So, general reading. Okay. Sounds great. Yeah, Gwen always says she hears the Jeopardy wait music when I leave the room. She gonna play with me enough. I'm gonna get it and just turn it on, and you'll hear it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Take care, Silver Star. Thanks for coming by. Y'all are awesome. I'm serious. One day I'm gonna just like have that like on a little recorder. I'm just gonna punch the button when I get up. All right, TQ. That's true. That's true. That could probably get me into some trouble if I play it. They'd be like, no! No, it's not too late, Shanta. We are just chit-chatting around in here. I got one person in front of you, and then after that, I will be free to do yours. So you can go ahead and get on the list. Number one tonight is Transformation Queen, or fabulous Scorpio. If I don't miss my guess, right? You are a Scorpio. Yeah, my mom loves Jeopardy. She loves Alex Trebek. She was so sad when he passed away. It is a sad thing. I looked at his astrology too. Oh man, I can't remember all of it, but it was really interesting. Yeah. Is there a mod still here? Yeah, there is, David. You're a mod. They're $10 minimum, Shanta. So, you know, at least $10 or more if you want, if you feel like, you know. I'm not going to argue. All right, so Transformation Queen, let's go ahead and tune into you. I know, Gwen. Yeah, that was a toughie. I think it's just something about his personality. It's a very warm energy. Yeah, just a very kind sort of spirit. Yeah. Thank you so much, Shanta. All right, I've got you on the list. So you're going to be right after Transformation Queen. Yes. Shanta's a regular, so I know. she's a good one. I love her. All right, so Transformation Queen. Hey, Danielle, I think I got a little donation from you in PayPal. Thank you for that. Appreciated. All right, so dear Spirit, dear guardians, angels, guides, and ancestors, let's tune into Miss Transformation Queen here in the chat tonight. Let's see what you have got for her. This is going to be general messages, please. Anything that you want her to focus on. All right. Ooh. So we've got blessings coming up as your key word right now, Miss TQ. I almost feel like DQ, like the Dairy Queen. Need some ice cream. So blessings is on the top. And then on the bottom, we have the dreams card. So I really think that's quite nice because it's sort of like the blessings are coming through and they may be coming through in your dreams. And both of these cards have this big full moon in them. And tomorrow night is our full moon in Pisces. And if you're a Scorpio, you're going to be feeling that Pisces full moon very strongly because it's a fellow water sign. Dairy Queen. It's like, I mean, I'm dating myself probably by saying it, but it reminds me of what it was like, those old Dairy Queen. They're like, do the DQ, and I'm saying TQ, and I'm like, it's triggering some memories. Oh, my dad loved the Dairy Queen. My goodness, he was crazy about that place when I was a kid. Oh, they were good. Not gonna lie, my waistline wouldn't like it too much now, but those peanut parfaits with the chocolate and the peanuts. And yes, Transformation Queen, if you're a Pisces moon, no wonder. This is going to be the return of your moon sign, so you'll definitely be feeling this one. This is going to be a big full moon for you tomorrow night. I would definitely... This is going to bring through a lot of blessings. It may bring through some meaningful or profound dreams for you. But that is your special full moon of the year. Yeah. Let's see what we've got in your tarot, please. Past, present, and future around this cycle for her. Ooh. That's some big stuff. That's some really big stuff. Starting out with the Lover's card. So this could bring through a lot of blessings in love. Could bring through new communication, new partnership, coming out of stagnation in a relationship. Could bring some big decisions, some big choices that are going to be made in your relationship or love life. It's a Gemini energy card, so this may as well bring a lot of communication into your life too. And on top of that, ooh, King of Cups. King of Cups is in this reading twice. In your future position, we got King of Cups as well. So this is coming into your reading twice already. Big time Cancer energy, water sign energy. Could be a deep connection with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But to me, you know, King of Cups is like solid, trustworthy people. People that you know you can rely on. This can also be those kind of counselor type people. If you're in a relationship already, this could be, you know, speaking to going to counseling together or healing the relationship. If it's something brand new, it's like you're really looking to make love connections that last. Love connections that make sense. Love connections that are mature, balanced, supportive. You know, really looking to make good choices going forward in what you bring into your love life. Boy, really strong. Right in the center, we've got the Ace of Swords. So I feel like right clear in center right now, like you're really looking for clear communication, clear victories. nothing held back, nothing hidden. This can feel like clarity after a lot of confusion. And I would also say that having a Pisces moon, it may be really easy for you to get a little confused, a little cloudy at times. And I feel like in a way, this Pisces full moon, it helps to relieve a lot of that fog because you're coming back to an energy that feels very symbiotic with you. And it may be just like a huge blessing. It's like, finally, you're cut through the veil. I can see things without all that mist, all that confusion around it. It's a good victory card. It's the hand of spirit really coming in and clearing something up for you. It's one of the most positive cards in the sword suit, of course, because a lot of swords are difficult. Ooh, yeah, because I do feel, wow, look at the Seven of Swords, because that is the difficulty. That's the confusion. That's the deception, betrayals, people that aren't the most honest. So I really feel like you're in a place right now where you are absolutely putting your foot down, setting your mind to it, that it's like if you even get like a hint of dishonesty, you're not going to put up with it. And also it's really reminding you to be very clear about what you want, right? It's like it goes both ways. It's like, don't accept people that wear a false face or don't tell you everything. And also don't fall into that pattern yourself. Going into the future, like I said, we got that King of Cups again, which I love as a dragon in this deck. But yeah, I mean, again, it just doubles down on that message of, looking towards the future or looking towards the present with an eye of, I want to make good decisions. I want to choose people in my life that I feel at home with, that I feel solid, supported, people that feel like family, because that Cancer energy is like home, family, choosing the best, choosing people that you feel really spiritually and emotionally in tune with, because if you're Scorpio with a Pisces moon, man, you gotta have that. You've got to have that watery, intuitive soulmate feeling in your relationships. You've got to have that. But at the same time, it also has to have stability. It has to have a foundation under it. And that's what the King of Cups offers. So let's see what we've got. That's why, in the more traditional deck, the King of Cups sits up on that platform, even though the water's around him, right? Because even in the midst of all those emotions, he's still very solid, right? Still very solid energy, very, still has a platform, still has a grounded center. Yeah, and look at that. We have the Devil on top of this Capricorn energy. And so I do feel like there is a part of you that it's like you have to release some old cycles, some old energies, old bad habits or routines. This is going to might make you laugh, but this could be like, I don't know, maybe in your past you tended to attract like bad boys or like the bad boy or the bad girl, it's like that kind of energy where it's like that was kind of sexy and forbidden and like, ooh, kind of taboo. But now it's sort of like, I don't like that. Like you're kind of going, I'm tired of the bad boy or the bad girl because they're always going to like mess with me in the end. Like they're not a King of Cups, right? They're not a King of Cups. They don't have that solid energy. What you really want is the better side. There is a better side of the Devil. I'm a Capricorn. We got to honor a Devil. And the solid side of that is somebody that's hardworking, stable, dedicated. Yeah. Cancer and Capricorn. Interesting that those two energies are coming out here because they're two sides of the same coin. But the most positive side of Capricorn and Cancer energy is that they're both very stable. They don't like change much. Once they give their word, it's like it's golden. Yeah. So let's get a little bit of a suggested approach on this. A very interesting reading here. Good to see Francisco in the chat. Been missing you, hun. Hope you're doing good. Yeah. We still need to do a read for you sometime soon. All right, suggested approach for our little Scorpio queen here. Yeah, Seven of Swords is coming up again. Yeah. And I would say that it's like that same message is coming through big time again. You know, don't go towards people that you feel are sketchy, that are dishonest, that are just kind of, it's that bad boy or girl archetype. It's a little bit of that thief in the night kind of deal. I feel like you've really had a bit of a fight with that kind of personality. There's something that's kind of attractive about it or mysterious, but ultimately it just gets you hurt. And so it's like you really want to pull away from that. And you also don't want to embody, again, like I said, you don't want to get into that energy yourself, right? You don't want to end up being, you know, that kind of person. Because if you've got a full moon in, if you got a moon in Pisces, you can really absorb other people's behavior very subconsciously, whether you mean to or not. Like you can really start acting like them. Yeah. Yeah. It's, I would say like, you know, and I've been through that. I've been through that too. Like it's that sort of feeling. Like the only time I've been a liar at all is when I was in a bad relationship with one. And it's like they reacted so badly when I tell the truth that you just stop telling them anything. That kind of thing. You don't want to get into that. It's never good. Let's get into a clarifier here for the Seven of Swords. Let's see what this is all about. Give me a little bit more information here. Yeah, it's really time. It's taking the leap of faith away from this, right? It's time for a new start. Time for a new start. That's what I feel. That's, you know, because the Fool card is leaping away from that kind of personality or that kind of energy and going towards something that's much more positive, much happier. Letting go of fears and worries and doubts. You know, and if you're with a Seven of Swords type, that's all you're going to have is fears, worries, and doubts because you're never going to know. Are they telling me the truth? Are they doing the right thing? Are they where they say they are? Yeah, it's never a good feel with that. Let's get a potential outcome here. Yeah, ooh, Justice card. Balance, harmony, equilibrium, peace being restored, wrongs being righted. Strong Libra energy. So I do feel like you're going to find your equilibrium, and I do feel like relationships are going to improve in a big way because Justice is Libra ruled. Libra is our ultimate relationship sign. Venus ruled. All of that good energy. And we're coming up into the Libra season in just a few days. So I feel like new starts are on the way, but boy, you've definitely had a real tussle within yourself with this King of Cups twice and the Seven of Swords twice. It's like you've had this choice, and I feel like it's like on one hand you got your bad boy, you know, dangerous, mysterious person over here that's like, ooh, they kind of get my heart beating, but oh, they're not good for me in the end. And then on the other side, you've got the King of Cups, which may seem a little more boring, not quite as exciting, but they're a whole heck of a lot more fulfilling over time. The key is finding a King of Cups that you still find sexy and exciting enough here. That's what it is, you know? That's what it is. It's finding that balance, the Justice card, finding that balance point. You can be exciting and fun without being like a hot mess, that's for sure. Knight of Cups, there's that Pisces energy, making the love offer, having the love offer made towards you, but because it's, you know, the clarifier of Justice, I feel like it's a much more balanced kind of offer. This is a very romantic kind of reading. There's a lot of love energy going on. Ooh, on the bottom, we got the Emperor, strong Aries energy, which I love to see because to me that's like standing up. It's a power card for Aries, and it's interesting, Justice is our power card for Libra, and those are the two balancing dynamics, right? Equal and opposite. And on the bottom, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So I do feel like there's some kind of new adventure coming up. Maybe with an Aries, or maybe with somebody that just has a fire, has a leadership quality. It could also be you really embracing a leadership quality for yourself, right? Kind of stepping up and saying, I know what I want. I know where I want to go. I know the kind of person I want to be with. And I really think it's somebody that's kind of that balance of pragmatic, logical, but also very intuitive, kind, compassionate, has a little bit of that sensitivity, because you need that. You really do. Let's get into a affirmation card for you. We'll make a magic card. On target. And you're on the right track. I think you already know a lot of where you need to go. Follow your ideal life path. Yeah, I mean, you're doing what's right for you right now. I believe it. You're not off center. And I think a lot of this is stuff you probably already knew, but it's good to have it kind of verbalized and visualized. Yeah. Really powerful reading. That's why the general reads are great, because it's like whatever you're meant to see is going to come up. Yeah. Whatever you're needing to see is going to come up. Wow. All right, darling. Hey, Kathleen. Glad to have you in the chat tonight. Thank you for being here. I do too. I do too, Transformation Queen. This was a good one. Whenever you get a doubling up of cards like that, the messages are just like, listen, listen, listen. Yeah, it's like, definitely listen. Yeah, it's definitely, you've been through it with the bad boys. Yeah, it can always seem exciting, but it doesn't usually turn out well. You know, but we watch all those dumb movies that are like, he was a bad boy or she was the bad girl, and all they needed to find was the right person to tame their ass. And it's like, actually what they just needed was a big old timeout till they grew up, or on their own, right? Nobody can make anyone do that anyway. Yeah. Hey, Corianne, good to see you. All right, Shanta, if you are here, I am ready for you. If you want to go ahead and type in your question or whatever you want me to focus on. Yeah, we've all been through that, Gwen. Exactly. Exactly, Kathleen. How's it looking? This distance guy, Libra, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Venus seems nice. Expecting to see him this week. All right, Shanta, let's see what we have got for you, Miss Cancer. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we have for our lovely Shanta in the chat. What is going on with her love life, with this fella? Let's see what you have to say around this relationship. Nice. Okay, so I feel like, you know, this is somebody that does give you a little spark of hope, a little inspiration, catches your interest. And it kind of, you know, this is just the spark though. So you've got to see how it goes. Will this fan into a bigger blaze? And I think that really what a lot of that has to do with on the bottom is the answers card. So I do feel like what it is it's like you've got to get to the, you know, deeper root of what you want to ask. You want more information. That's really what it is. It's like the spark of interest is there. The spark of, you know, hope and flame is there, but you need more info. And so I feel like it really has to do with you getting the answers that you seek, asking what you need to know, and then seeing what comes back to you, right? You know, you got to see if those answers satisfy you or if they make you go, eh? That's the key. That's the key. So let's get into some tarot here. Let's deepen these messages. Uh-huh. Yeah, oh my goodness. I feel like in a lot of respects, you're in sort of a take it or leave it mode in some ways. The first card out is the Hermit. Virgo energy, right? So I feel like that's really where you've been. Like you've been doing your own thing, focusing on your own path, your own healing, your own habits, your own health, which is not a bad thing. Francisco says he's a good bad boy. And Sharon's looking for her bad girl, so you know. Oh my goodness, you're so funny. All right, let's get a clarifier, please, on the Hermit for Shanta. Yeah, the High Priestess. I mean, it doesn't get a whole lot more spiritually grounded and motivated here, because the Hermit is very much that spiritual guidance, but it's Virgo energy, so it's very grounded, you know, really paying good attention to its health, its habits, its routines. And the High Priestess is that deep intuition. It's a power card for Cancer, for sure, because it's ruled by the moon. So, you know, she's wearing the triple crown aspect of the moon. She's sitting on a crescent moon. This is very much about using your intuition on where to go next. Right in the center, we've got the Chariot, Cancer power card. So both of your Cancer power cards from the major arcana are in here, which to me makes it an extra powerful reading for you. So I feel like, you know, where you are right now is going to go visit someone, or they're coming to see you. There's definitely an element of travel, victory, movement. I love that they have kitty cats on this Chariot. I like that a lot on this deck. You know, but it's the balance of the two sides of yourself, the male, female, the yin, the yang, right? It's a balancing of your emotions and subconscious energy. But you're definitely like seated in your power. That's what I feel very strongly already in this read. Yeah, wow. Ooh. Yes, I mean, you are seeking your soulmate or twin flame. Like that's, you're seeking the person that you can live with, you know, for the lifetime. You're looking at someone that makes you feel happy to come home to them and vice versa. Wow. You ain't gonna settle for less either. I feel that. I feel that. Like you're like, it's gonna be the best or it's not gonna be. You want the whole enchilada. Going into the future, there is that 8 of Cups, and this is what gives me that feeling of like, I could take it or leave it. You know, if you go there and it doesn't feel fulfilling or it doesn't feel like it, you'll leave it. Like you just won't do it, because this is a card that's moving towards its highest happiness. It's like, I'm not going to sit in something that doesn't feel right. Let's get a clarifier on this card. Why is this one coming in? Yeah, Queen of Wands. There's that Leo Queen. No, I mean, this is just, it just strengthens up that energy again of like, no, I'm not going to put up with anything that's not really truly fulfilling for me. Yeah. Because the Queen of Wands doesn't put up with it. Leo energy, you know, she is like the rock star. She's magic. She's very sexy, attractive, appealing. You know, she's got that glow. She's got that warmth. Let's get some suggested approach on this. And I'm also going to use my Angel Answers deck to just get some basic yes or no questions around this connection. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I mean, the only thing that I would say is that, you know, your standards might be so high right now that it's really hard to let anyone in. That's the only thing I would say. I mean, nothing is perfect 100% of the time, right? It's just, it can't be, because people aren't perfect. You know, if you find somebody that feels really good to you, maybe it's not perfect all the time, but if it's essentially at core, it ticks all the good boxes, it's worth it, right? And this Queen of Swords is Libra energy again, and you know this guy's a Libra. but you're kind of in a Queen of Swords place. And he might be real picky too, you know, because Queen of Swords is picky. I think both of y'all are kind of picky right now. She's a little bit of that, you know, Queen of Hearts, right? You know, off with their head if they don't play right. It's a little bit with that. Totally. And the Star. Wow. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. I'm telling you, suggested approach is aim for the stars, aim for the best. You got this Libra Queen in here. Yeah, you're really picky, but this could be something good. This could be something good. The Star is that card that's like light at the end of the tunnel. Let's get a potential outcome on this. Wow. This is that feeling of like, you know, you're prepared for the worst, but, you know, also hope for the best, you know. And we got the Knight of Cups. We got the Knight of Cups on this outcome card. So I do feel like this is a romantic offer. And it's definitely that movement for love, traveling for love. Pisces energy. We got that Pisces full moon ruling this week. Let's see what we got clarifying. What kind of offer is this Knight of Cups going to bring? It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. It's a work in progress. 8 of Pentacles, right? I feel like this is something which you could build on. Yeah. I feel like this is not so much a totally sweeping you off your feet as it is like, let's talk, let's grow, let's build, you know, let's take it one day at a time. Yeah. On the bottom, Knight of Pentacles. So this is also bringing some stability to that Knight energy. And 10 of Wands. Difficult, challenging times coming to an end. Yeah, you're real picky. You're real choosy. You're real strong, though, right now. I tell you, you are strong, which is good to see. It's really good to see. You know, your 2 power cards coming out here. You know, there's definitely movement towards love, movement towards relationship energy. I feel like for the right person, you're willing to totally go the distance. If somebody said, you know, I want you to move halfway around the world. Like, if it was for the right person, you would do it. You would, you know, but not for anything less. If it's not, if you ain't feeling it, you're like, nah, stay right here. But if it's for the right person, you're like, I will go. I will go do it. All right, Spirit, let's get some straight up answers on this. Is this going to be a good connection? Does this have potential for long term? I would like to see, please. Wow. Oh, wow. These are nice. Ooh! I like these cards because they're so straight to the point. If you believe. And that suggested approach was the Star. So I feel like if you give it a chance, right? It's like if you have all your doors kind of closed and you're barely giving somebody an inch, it's not going to happen because you're just going to be like, whoop. It's not going to get in. So you have to keep kind of that open spirit. In the beginning, in the center, we have forgiveness. And there may be something in the past. And I know, see, I understand this because I'm a Capricorn, you're a Cancer. Capricorns and Cancers we have the longest memory of the zodiac, and that can really suck. It really can. Because if somebody's hurt us before, in certain ways, we can have a hell of a time letting go of it. we can have a heck of a time closing that stuff out. And there are some things that we can let them go, but we'll never forget, you know? So it's like, I feel like for you, there's something about either a past relationship, past situation, that there's got to be a little closure or maybe a little more around it, because that forgiveness card is right in the middle. But you do also have the no need to worry card. So I would not worry about this connection. I think it's a good one. And on the bottom of the deck, we had the yes card, right? And I trust these cards. These cards are awesome. Every time I pull them, they're always pretty darn accurate. This card has 2 yes cards, 2 no cards. It has things like unlikely or it's not going to work out. So it's like, it's pretty to the point. So you've got the yes when I asked, you know, long-term potential. But I really think, you know, to give it its best chance, you've kind of got to open the heart center a little more. You got to believe a little more, have a little more faith, and also be willing to kind of forgive and close out some old energies and old cycles. Because for Cancer folks, that kind of stuff can really linger. It can really linger. So it's important for you to be able to truly put some things to a full, final rest, as much as possible. Even if you can't totally forget about them. Because I'll tell you, if you think that you've healed entirely from something in the past and a new relationship comes in, it'll wake you up to anything that still needs to be swept out of those corners. Oh, this one is Angel Answers by Radley Valentine. Love this deck. It's one that I had wanted to buy for a long time and had put it off. But I'm really glad I got it because I absolutely love it. It's a fabulous deck for like just those real strong yes and no answers. You know, and you get those a lot when you do readings for yourself or readings for others. Sometimes they're just going to ask straight up, is this going to work? And they just want a yes or no. And these are great cards for that. Sometimes it's not a yes or no. Sometimes, you know, there's cards in here that are like, wait, get more information. You know, it'll tell you. It'll tell you, like, it has a not the right time card. Or this is the right time. You know, it's like, it's all about that, right? It's very cool that way. Sometimes it'll literally tell you to just wait. I've had that happen to me when I've had questions and used this deck, and it's like it'll just say wait, and you're like, okay. And it just helps kind of put your mind at ease because you're like, okay, I'll hang in there and just wait and see. Yeah, it's a good one. I don't think it's super expensive either. It's not an expensive deck. And it's very helpful. I wouldn't use it maybe unless you just, you know, you could do a full reading just based on like questions that you have. But it works really great in an addendum to a tarot reading as well. So let me I'm going to pull you one little affirmation card out of our Making Magic deck, Shanta. Let's see which one comes out for you here. I think overall you're going to get, yeah, oh. Did I tell you you were in your power place, Miss Goddess, Miss Moon Goddess here? Oh my goodness. Healing feminine energy. And so, you know, I feel like you're healing your own feminine energy and you are healing feminine energy. Like you have that radiating out from you. And I feel like with the High Priestess and the Chariot coming up in your read, ain't nothing gonna get you down too much. No way. And on the bottom, we have the Love Charm. Yeah. So attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner, right? I do. I feel like these are just, yeah. It's like your personal healing is facilitating greater love connections and possibilities. And I do feel, you know, yeah, the bluebee came up. Ooh, and look at that. Forgiveness card would have been the next one out from those oracle that we pulled in the beginning. So yeah, forgiveness is a big key. It's a big key. You know, letting go of some old junk from the past, you know, Shanta, that kind of stuff. I think too, it sometimes just takes, you know, remembering that the new person isn't the old person that hurt you, right? And giving them a chance, you know. You know, red flags are red flags. We can listen to them. We can be aware of them. But ultimately, it's like to let love in, we have to be willing to give the person a chance and remember that they're not that other person, you know. They're a different person. And, no, but these look great. These look really good. And I feel like, you know, there is potential there. There is potential there for sure. Because I wouldn't get a yes card if there wasn't. I wouldn't get a yes if it was a no. But get to know them, get the answers you need. I think that's what it's going to be like. But just don't interrogate them to death. Because you might have a tendency to do that. Just a little bit. You can be thorough, but don't like hang a bare light bulb in their face and tie them down. No, see, don't do that part. Talk will you talk? It's not gonna. Give them the comfy chair, you know. Get them cozy, get them relaxed. Use your powers, use your lunar powers. Oh, that's awesome, Shanta. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I don't think we have anybody else on the list. So if that's it for the night, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna go snuggle my bunnies and get some water because I'm hot. And I don't mean like oh, I'm so hot. No, I mean like I am actually like hot. I'm sweating. Thanks, Colin. Thanks, Gwen. Thank you so much, Shanta. I always have a great time reading for you, hun. Can't wait to hear about the next chapter coming up too. That'll be fun. Be good. Yeah, and I mean it's really good that you're moving on from the last one, because it's like if it just ain't working, it ain't working, right? You know, if it's meant to flow, it's gonna happen, right? Even if there's challenges, even if there's difficulties, it'll just work. It'll totally just work. Yeah. That's the way I feel about it. If it's meant to be, you won't have to really question it because it'll just be there. Oh, thanks, Sharon. Appreciate that. Oh my goodness. And for anybody that is still in the chat, there's probably not too many left, but I will be making an appearance this Saturday, the 25th, on the Nasty Women Tarot channel. So I will be putting up a notification about that in my community tab, and hopefully they will be too, and we'll have a big nasty dragon tarot party. Sharon and Lisa host that channel, and they're both great gals, so that it should be a good time. Yeah, exactly, Sharon. Yes, yes. Yeah, exactly. No, it doesn't. Even if you think you can make it. Well, you know, I mean, some people have that little spiky personality, but they're basically pretty loyal. And then it works out fine, but if they don't have the loyalty and the honesty there, it just ain't gonna work. That's the thing, you know. All right, y'all. Well, have a great night. Oh, very cool. That sounds great, Sharon. I can post that up on my channel as well. Yeah. I will do it. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time, I know. Because they're awesome. All right, my darlings. Well, have a great night. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to be back on tomorrow night for the Pisces full moon readings. I'm excited. I usually do those reads, you know, separate, one at a time, but it's been like some busy time, so I have not had time to do all that, and so we'll just live stream it. We'll live stream the full moon reads. It should be a good party. I'm excited. All right, y'all. Have a wonderful night. Take care, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye for now.